Okay, we're back. I think I resolved whatever the lag issue was. And it looks like we need to do a couple of missions over here. We won't be able to get the mission lead-in stuff to this one, but I can replay the missions themselves of the various systems. And we'll replay this one. We're in a different ship this week because I maxed out the level on the other ship that we were using at the time. Same basic moves though. Alright. I don't have the fan on today because it's a little bit cooler. Let's do this. I have a walkthrough up that lists where the missions we missed from the enemies and all the usual places they are. Sir, we've arrived. The location of the distress call from the USS Callisto. We are no longer receiving hails from the distress beacon, but sensors are picking up debris consistent with a Luna-class Federation starship. There might be some survivors. Let's scan the wreckage. As I was saying, there's an event going on right now called the Arena of Sopek. It creates a possibly one-time only event, but it did give us a universal console that was unlocked account-wide. So we're going to give that a shot. Let's see. We'll get rid of the chronoton mines for it. Sort. Few other things that have been upgraded since we last visited this game. I was able to get a couple of ships via selling Zen, which allowed me to get this, the AC on assimilator, and this, the Plasmonic Leech. Two really powerful consoles. No luck. Captain, sensors aren't reading any life signs of the wreckage. Callisto had a crew complement of 350. Unfortunately, can we identify who attacked her? We have an incoming message, sir. It's from the outpost station.
7 of 9, one of the Federation research team assigned to the USS Callisto. My team and I were investigating this outpost when the defense systems activated and destroyed the ship.
We'll bump up to 45% volume. Hopefully the game sounds will be there. This is Dahar Master Ganez of the Vienna. We normally wouldn't be so quick to respond to a Federation distress signal, but this is a new era of cooperation for us, is it not?
I am aware of your service record. Thank you for responding to our request for assistance. I was able to deactivate the outpost defenses, but the system sent out an automated distress signal upon shutdown. It is logical to assume that someone will be arriving to investigate. Please transport my team and me to your ship. I will give more assistance to you there.
I hope this call brings worthy foes. This is last year's summer event ship. It's a little bit penisy.
Both ships. They must lay claim to this system.
Indeed.
Attention, trespassing and no terms. You are trespassing in fourth-aligned space. Surrender now, and we will allow you to live out the remainder of your lives on a prison world.
We will not be made into your prisoners. The plasmonic leech I showed you, it drains energy from my enemies by attacking them and adds it to my own. So yeah, that's kind of cool.
Alien vessel, you have violated the Moth facility and will be.
And will be what?
Where are they going? It's not like the Moth to leave a battle they would have clearly won.
Hello, Ebony. How am I coming through? Sir, we are receiving a distress call from the Teray homeworld.
This is a general distress signal for any ships in range. This is the Teray homeworld. We are under attack by an unknown force of immense power. We require immediate assistance.
The Teray are a spacefaring culture that Voyager encountered in 2376. They claim ownership over the undersea
Do you think the Voth are the ones who attacked the Teray? They left so quickly.
That is one possibility. To my knowledge, the Voth and Teray are not enemies. However, there is still much we do not know about the Delta Quadrant.
Perhaps a show of good faith would be in order. Oh, I'm a little low. I could just turn up the volume on the mic. How is that?
We have arrived in the Teray system.
Yeah, this mic has like volume controls and echo controls.
Their opposition does not conform to any known ship or database.
Am I at least clear? Whatever they are, they're packing quite a punch.
Whoever these assailants are, their technology is exceptional. Even the Borg do not have ships such as these.
How are the game sounds? Are they too loud? Do they need to be turned up a bit? And do I sound clear over the game sound? Alright, after I get done with this particular fight, I'll turn up the sound just a little bit.
Mr. Voth and whomever they are fighting are speaking on an open channel. We can listen to their communications.
Okay, how was that?
Your defense of the Teray thieves will be your undoing.
The Teray and Voth have a long-standing allegiance. The Teray's exothermic nature makes them superior to the other feeble races of the Quadrant.
Then you will be loyal to the death.
The surface of the Teray homeworld is being devastated by the debris from the Voth vessels. The Teray do have a defense network of satellites and shields that is capable of protecting them. The control network is offline. This was intentional. Their attackers deliberately targeted the area during the initial assault. There is a secondary command center on the outskirts of one of their major settlements. If we transport directly there, we will be able to restore the control network.
Cool. Oh, I also got a new uniform for free from the anniversary events. It's called the Intel uniform. To me, it looks like a swanky ass trench coat, but like space. I'll give you a better look once we're on the ground.
The invaders attacked this facility, but they did not do significant structural damage. They were, however, able to take down the control network controlling the orbital defense grid. That defense grid is the only thing capable of stopping all of the debris from the battle in orbit from raining down on the planet. Small pieces will burn up in the atmosphere, and your ship's weapons can deal with some others, but a significant percentage will get through. Until that grid is operational, there will be widespread devastation.
Ooh, widespread devastation. The best. So we get the defense grid back online, we give the Terray a fighting chance. Alright, I'll get us into some of the lighting over here. Get it a little bit closer. So you can take a look at all of this swanky trench coatiness. It's spiffalicious. Alright, let's organize my stuff. Engineering team, Horta. Well, he is a superior to most males. Dun, 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 dun. Overload shield. Soulpeck. Lightning. Let's see how this lightning shooting console of doom goes.
There was a firefight here. One of the Terray is injured, but his condition is stable. He may be able to give us more information about the invaders.
Good. We'll help him. Maybe he can answer some questions.
Thank you. My name is Bellis. You're from the Klingon Defense Force, right?
Yes, we'd like to know what happened here.
The ships emerged from the underspace, and they were too close for our defense grid to stop the launch of drop pods. In minutes, they had knocked out the grid controls, and we were defenseless. We barely had time to transmit a distress signal. You are not Terray. I cannot reveal our secrets.
Very
If I
well.
may, Underspace is a network of subspace corridors that extend through much of the Delta Quadrant. Voyager was pulled into one when its warp field interacted with the corridor's radial wall. At the time, we speculated that the corridors would speed our journey back to Federation space. That was not possible.
If the underspace is a Terray secret, how were these attackers able to use
The
it?
attackers were Vodwar. Voyager did indeed interact with one of our corridors, but instead of deleting the info as we requested and going on their way, they revived our greatest enemy. All of this destruction, every death, it's all Voyager's fault.
Impossible. It cannot be the Vodwa. I would know.
Have you confronted the Vodwar previously?
Yes, sir. This is all my fault. When we first encountered the Vodwa, they were in cryostasis. I foolishly evoked their leader in a moment of curiosity. I didn't know their history. Conquerors, despots. The Vodwar used underspace to rule the Delta Quadrant for decades. It was only when the other races banded together that they were defeated. The time we encountered them, when I awakened them, Captain Janeway said she probably would have done the same thing. But it wasn't her choice, it was mine. I am responsible. The Vodwar we encountered did not have a level of technology like what we face here. This is far beyond anything the Vodwar are capable of developing in such a short amount of time.
So now we form a plan of
My
action.
analysis remains unchanged. We need to restore functionality to the defense grid. There are 4 nodes located on the edge of this complex. We must restart these nodes and realign them to the central tower to re-establish the grid.
Sounds good. Keep an eye out for Vodwar. They won't like what we're trying to do.
I'll go to the central tower and start the initialization sequence.
I'm also using my headphones right now rather than the speakers, because I figure if I have the headset playing
I blame myself.
separate from the...
It was a door best left unopened. We had to ally ourselves with the Terray to escape the Vodwar.
It would help with the mixing of the audio, basically. Having not having the speakers playing right next to the microphone. Alright. Lightning! That was not anywhere near as impressive as I thought it would be.
My analysis of this node is complete. Execute the following steps in the correct order. First, you must launch the startup sequencers. Next, you must reinitialize the kinetic dampeners. Finally, you must establish the satellite uplink.
Kinetic dampeners. Establish the link.
Connection reestablished.
Wow, the Vault War aren't anywhere near as tough. They've been making a lot of changes to the ground gameplay to make it function a bit better because it was kind of shit.
When Admiral Tuvok asked me to leave my post at the Daystrom Institute to assist the Callisto, I thought the probability of seeing Bravo was statistically insignificant.
Lightning! Grenade! Laser shotgun!
Whatever happens here, we must inform our superiors about. I have completed my analysis. Complete the following steps in the correct order. First, you must launch the startup sequencers. Next, you must update the defense programs. Finally, you must establish the satellite uplink.
Startup sequencers. Defense protocols. Basically, they had found that a lot of people didn't like the ground combat because it was very unbalanced and a lot of the skills didn't work the way they were intended. So they did a big balance change to rebalance the ground combat.
Uplink reinitialized.
And unlike Marvel Heroes, when they make a balance change, they actually aren't trying to nerf your characters. Thunderstruck. Nade. Shotgun to the face. Considering this electrical charge AoE thing supposed to one hit you in the event that you get it from, seems a little underpowered here. But hey, it's still launching lightning at my enemies. So for that alone, it's just cool. Laser shotgun.
analysis complete. Perform these steps in the correct order. First, you must reboot the core matrix. Next, you must update the defense protocols. Finally, you must align the main relay.
Reboot core matrix.
Defense node online.
Yeah, it's not exactly the most...
Rescue the Vaudois.
I mean, yeah, it does a decent amount of damage and stuns them, but it just seems like it should do more since you're literally firing a lightning bolt. Because it one-hit kills you in the arena. Although I would say it's probably better than the ground mines I replaced it with.
Complete these steps in the correct order to initialize and align the node. First, you must access the AI subroutines. Next, you must update the defense protocols. Finally, you must establish the satellite uplink. Uplink established.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Warrior, I need assistance at the central tower.
See, can I switch out the... Ah, I just have the support drone as a power. The seeker drone, I'd have to replace something. Da 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 da.
Your team did an excellent job getting the defense nodes back online and realigned to the central hub here. The restart process will take some time, but the defense grid will be active in about 2 minutes. We'd be in good shape if the Vaadwaur hadn't launched more assault pods. These are mobile transporter pads used to bring more troops to the surface rapidly. I assume they're coming to stop us from restoring the defense grid.
We need to hold them off until the defense grid is completed and restart sequence.
The Teray took control of underspace after the Vaadwaur were defeated. Clearly, the Vaadwaur object. Vaadwaur reinforcements approaching. Vaadwaur are relentless. The probability of our survival is slim. Vaadwaur are tenacious fighters. We must be warned.
Wow, the Vaadwaur don't seem anywhere near as tough as they used to be.
We can't keep this up forever.
What is that?
I'm receiving a message from the Vinian of the Vaadwaur retreating to underspace even with the defense grid on. The Teray couldn't have defeated. Why leave before they finish the fight? Odd.
It is not odd. Both reinforcements have entered orbit. These Vaadwaur do not want to do battle with an obviously superior force.
Really? I seem to remember the Vaadwaur tearing your ships apart.
While we did sustain great losses, we have made good on our agreement with the Teray. Belas, we have restored your defense grid.
So haven't I restored the defense grid, you mean?
I'm not interested in petty
I apologize, Bellis. Sir, the USS Voyager? Voyager's entered orbit. Admiral Tuvok is requesting a beam down with your permission. Permission granted.
Seven of 9. Admiral, we detected the destruction of the Callisto. What?
It was your fault. Your ship invaded the Voth outpost. You woke the Vaadwaur.
Vaadwaur. Interesting. Starfleet intelligence did not consider them a threat. We believe their numbers were few and their technology outdated.
Then you were wrong. The Vaadwaur have returned, and no one is safe.
I see. 7. Voyager could use your expertise again. Will you return to the ship?
That would be acceptable.
Very well. We will take the other survivors from the Callisto as well. Thank you.
Voyager, 2 to beam up.
Seven of 9 has safely arrived at Voyager. The Vaadwaur threat is on the ground is over. The Voth commander has indicated his forces will deal with the remaining hostiles. We are cleared to return to Vinea at your time. I think we've picked up everything that was dropped, but we'll take a quick scan around to be certain. Okay. Beam up.
Thank you for assisting 7 and lending aid to the Turay. However, the discovery that our old foes, the Vaadwaur, have made such a leap in technology and are now threatening the entire quadrant is troubling.
Without your help, my team and I may have been killed by the Voth. Now, however, I must turn my attention to the Vaadwaur. I am responsible for their return. I must assist in their defeat.
Until next time. Sakari system.
I've read Admiral Janeway's mission logs from Voyager. The Vaadwaur would be an interesting foe to fight. Have technology and forces that can defeat the Voth. This does not bode well.
Collect reward. Current lockbox. First, make sure. Yeah. Basically, I'm replaying all the missions from that last aborted stream I did a while back, where you couldn't hear anything I said because the microphone wasn't working. Tarkin's Rift and Polarized Hull. Is everything coming through well on your end, Miss Ebony? Also, hello, Gara Erishia. I hope I pronounced that right.